What is going on, guys? This is Brothers All Gaming with my review on Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titan, episode 22. And man, what an episode. Of course, we have Levi versus the female Titan, because at one moment she actually tries to punch Levi and he starts spinning around like a chainsaw blade, which to me would look so epic. And he just cuts up her arm, and when he gets close to her face, he stabs her right in the eyes to blind her. And then that's when he just starts going to work attacking her. And of course, she can't hold up her arm, because we all know that every time she gets attacked, she always covers the nape of her neck. But Mikasa, she actually sees a chance to take her out. But the thing is, Mikasa actually messes up for once, and that kind of caused Levi, to get hurt, because when Mikasa was going in, Levi kind of sensed that something was wrong, and the Titan could possibly hurt her. So Levi had to step in, and it kind of caused him to mess up his ankle. I think it's sprained, or worse, it could be broken at that point. But of course, he's gonna fight that pain that he's feeling, because he had to take out this Titan. But luckily, he actually managed, to make her drop her mouth. But I believe that they cut her teeth or something. And of course we see Aaron, but he covered in Titan spit, which is nasty. But at least he's alive and they got him. So while they're getting away, they're actually looking at the female Titan, and she's crying because she actually failed her mission, which was to capture Aaron, and she realizes now that there's nothing she could do, because her body's healing, and she's already changed twice. So of course she's really tired, and she knows now that it's basically over for her. She might as well pack it up and just go home, because basically Aaron is gone from her, and she failed. So now they are going over these dead bodies, which we all know are members of Levi's crew, because they were the closest, which means easy for them to get. And then we have some other members of the Scouting Legion that actually want to go back and get their friend. But there was just this one part that just ripped my heart out, because we see Levi, and he's looking over some of these members' body. We could just tell that it's his friends, and we noticed that he's staring at one of their patches. So when I believe his name was Ivan, he actually went back to get his dead friend. But the thing is, that actually brought Titans, with him. So of course they're catching up, and Levi just made this ultimate sacrifice right here. He decided that they had to give up their comrades, dead bodies, because if they didn't, those Titans were gonna catch them in no time. So of course they're throwing out these bodies so that they could get away. And there was this one moment where one of the cloths came off, and we saw who it was that they were throwing out. It was Petra. And oh my god, that right there just got to me. You have no idea. I mean, it's bad enough that Levi saw her, dead already when she was up against that tree, but now he has to see her getting tossed out and being crushed by a Titan. But then after they get away, we see Levi hand over a patch to I believe his name was Ivan, because he's the one that went back to get his friend. So Levi told him that it was Ivan patch, and he could use that. It was proof that he was alive, because he was saying that you already saw them die, so that right there was proof enough that they were alive. And we see Ivan just breaking down. But the thing is though, that right there wasn't Ivan's patch, it was Petra's, because we saw Levi staring at it. And that right there to go to show you that he wanted to keep a part of them, or at least a part of her, to himself. So he took her patch, and he had to give it up to please somebody else. And that right there goes to show you that Levi does have a heart, and he does care about his men. You can never say that Levi is cold and heartless after what he just did. So that right there, this episode was just so full of feels, because we have another moment when they were showing Levi's crew, their family members, because we all know that they were excited to come home. And then we have a brief little flashback, because it was Aaron and Mikasa. And even though it's a flashback, we like seeing them before, because they were all happy when they were kids to see the Scouting Legion. And so And so Aaron, he like when he saw those kids, he like kind of saw himself in the boy, because we know that Aaron's dream was to always join them, and now he can see that this kid was so excited as well. But then like some of these people weren't too happy with the Skyline Legion, because we all know that they kind of failed in their mission. So of course people were now losing faith in them, because they could see how bad, how beat up they were, and they can see how many members that they lost. And then we get Peach's father, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Really? You have to go there and bring him to Levi like that?" Because he was saying how Peach wrote him a letter about how she was going to devote her life to Levi, and his face at the end was probably like, even though he not showing emotion, you could just tell that like Levi is just crushed because of that. But man, like this episode, man, it just gets to you a lot more than last week. Like even though they all died last week, this episode right here, it's kind of like it's priceless. And I'm definitely looking forward to next week, because they're gonna focus on a certain character. But you know what? I'll leave it at that. As always, this episode, it was amazing. Like even though some of it was filler, it was amazing filler. So this episode was still amazing. Like filler did not take away from this. It actually added to the episode. So that right there was like a really good thing. I loved the episode. Like it got me. Like it really did. I felt the feels. It got me a lot, and I was just like so into it. But yeah, as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.